had MJ Sridhar sir, and of course Rajiv Sampath President, Ravi Raman, Mr. Umapati, Apur Modi, Veer Shivaji has come, I'm not sure, Mr. Manjeet, Lata Kumar Swami Madam, all the distinguished people who are here, and of course MC Master of Ceremonies. அவங்க படிச்சதில் ஒன்று மட்டும் தெரிஞ்சு எனக்கு வயசாகிடுது அப்படின்னு கரெக்டாக தெரிஞ்சிருச்சு. Because she started from 92 onwards, so anybody having a doubt will know that okay, he is also a geriatric club member. Rotary club member இருக்கிற geriatric club memberல automatic membership கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. But so kind of you, madam. But today is a day not to mention about what we have got an opportunity to do, but what Rotarians have given us. And that is the real essence of this function. I'm extremely proud that you always make it a point to whenever possible invite me. But this particular event, why it is so important? One is that in peace times also Rotarians work. நிறைய பேர் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா, ஒரு பேரிடர் வரும் இல்லையா, ஒரு பிரச்சனை வரும்போது அப்படியே அந்த உணர்வு அப்படியே பொங்கி நிறைய பண்ணணும்னு வருவாங்க. துணிமணி கொடுப்பாங்க, இதை கொடுப்பாங்க, வேறு இமீடியட்டாக ஃபுட்டை அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணுவாங்க, குடி தண்ணி அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணுவாங்க. அதுவும் ரொம்ப முக்கியம். ஆனால் ரொட்டேரியன்ஸ்ட்டை நான் என்ன பார்த்துருக்கேன்னாக்கா, யூ கோ ஃபார் பர்மனன்ட் ப்ராஜெக்ட்ஸ். யூ ஆர் லைக் அவர் எவ்ரி டைம் த டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் கவர்னர் இஸ் ஏபிள் டு அலோகேட், ஐடென்டிஃபை. ரொம்ப பீஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கிற நேரத்தில் ஐ ரிமெம்பர் Ramakrishna Mattuke, Rotarians gave some fund. And it is not just government. Health Secretary is not secretary for only the government institution. I am Health Secretary for the state, appointed at the whims or at the pleasure, which is, I find the pleasure is more of the government. They have given such opportunity. But நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணுறீங்கன்னாக்கா, உங்களுக்கு இது கடமை கிடையாது, எங்களுக்கு இது கடமை. அரசுக்கு கடமை, சேவையும் கூட. ஆனால் உங்களுக்கு ஒன்லி சேவையில் யூ ஆர் ஏபிள் டு ஐடென்டிஃபை அண்ட் யூ ஆர் ஏபிள் டு ஐடென்டிஃபை பர்மனன்ட் ப்ராஜெக்ட்ஸ் டியூரிங் யுவர் டென்யூர். அண்ட் தி டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் கவர்னர்ஸ், நெக்ஸ்ட் டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் கவர்னரையும் நீங்கள் வந்து president elect also you involve, he is able to continue the projects. I will recount to the point of many Rotarians who keep coming for my meeting, repetition. When everybody talks Rotarians na pulse polio mattum. Pulse polio, the kind of energizing which you did. At present, the contribution may not be as high as 1995 when it started, but the energizing was responsible for making it into a movement and then converting it. That 2013-14 ல இருந்து நமக்கு இன்னைக்கு போலியோ இல்லை, அதே மாதிரி இந்தியா லெவலில் இல்லை, அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணீங்க. ஆனால் did you stop there? I distinctly remember Rotarians are the first, when I was Deputy Commissioner Health and subsequently Commissioner Chennai, they started Hepatitis B program in North Chennai. When it was costing, free program started. Today it is part of our universal immunization program. By that, so you are the people who seeded the very required relevant things. Then when you did these projects, again, whether it is Kumbakonam fire tragedy, the first thing is to remove the ambulances. Rotarians will be the first to provide free ambulances. Kumbakonam tsunami, building of houses, gifting of boats, habitat development, and most importantly, something which is very close to my heart, and the 99 orphans we have given government land, but the building was built by Rotarians, not one club. Several clubs joined together and built a building for almost 4 crore rupees. Even now, tsunami orphans have left. It is now housing regular orphans. So, adhe mari Vidyaraman unnoru school you have given. Again, when this corona struck, கொரோனாக்கு முன்னாடியே நீங்கள் வந்து PHC, that is a public health center, it's a very nice little hospital in Lakeview Road. There you have contributed projects. Then Ramakrishna Math you have contributed projects. When the crisis started coming, others may forget, but I was Commissioner Relief Administration, almost 1.5-2 crores you have invested in on the chest hospital in Tambaram Sanatorium. அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கும்போது, அதே மாதிரி இந்த ரெண்டாவது அலையில் I stand to be corrected. It is not 17,260 oxygen concentrated. Today the state has 23,000 concentrators from NGOs, everything free of charge. And most of it by Rotarians, oxygen generators. இதெல்லாம் கொடுக்கும்போது which was the most toughest phase in COVID? Everybody talks about COVID. கோவிடை பற்றி பார்க்கும்போது முதல் அலை வரும்போது பல பேர் who are on dialysis cannot reach lockdown. பல பேர் who are on dialysis சென்டர் போனால் 3 சைக்கிள்குள்ளே 2 சைக்கிளுக்கு போகிறவங்க எவ்வளோ மணி நேரம், அந்த மணி நேரத்தில் ஐ திங்க் டாக்டர்ஸ் அதை குறைக்கிறது. அந்த மாதிரி உள்ள சேலஞ்சஸில் யூ கான்ட்ரிபியூட்டட். And you contributed centers not just in 1000 lives but in I think near Avadi Pakkamum போட்டிருக்கீங்க. அதே மாதிரி இன்னைக்கு சத்யலோக், I have to thank him. He already is doing such a wonderful thing. அந்த லேண்டை கொடுக்க மனசு வரவங்களை ஆமாம் அது see something it is where everybody is both of you deserve a very big hand because accessible ஏரியாவில் மனசு வரணும். நம்ம பல பேருக்கு நான் பார்த்தது என்னன்னாக்கா we have all such short opportunities to serve, but நமக்கு மனசு இருக்காது. We may join. That is where I always encourage non-governmental organizations, because you have very many of you who are donors, who are the people who should be here. You give the credit to people like us and make us the guest. So the real heroes are people who behind the scenes work. And again, for even presidents, I always say the real heroes are the people who are behind the scenes working. We are only representing, we are one among your team. I am extremely proud and happy that I get opportunities to see, witness, because this gives so much of positive energy. Last but not least, I was to talk about 2 things. You will not believe, in the கடந்த 10 ஆண்டுல 150 கோடி ரூபாய் 149 for 4 crore rupees has been sent for 3,789 people by government for transplantation. And another 149.51 crores has gone for dialysis, apart from other free dialysis. ஏன் இதை நான் ஃப்ளாக் பண்ணுறேன்னா, we all need to be very proactive in preventive and promotive health. We are all, இன்னைக்கு கூட ஆந்த்ராக்ஸ் இருக்கா இல்லையான்னு கேட்குறாங்க. ஆனால் preventive and promotive healthல things have happened, but still there is a long way to go. Today as we sit here, day before yesterday we had 6.4 lakh cases of corona on a single day in South Korea, 2.5 lakh cases in Germany, almost 20,000 cases per day. I am telling, நம்ம 6.5 lakh cases ஜன்மத்தில் பார்க்கலங்க. சவுத் கொரியா நம்மளோட சின்ன இடத்துல 6.21 lakhs cases. Again, if you look at Russia, Eastern Europe, Vietnam, more than 1 lakh cases, Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, China. So we are not yet out of the woods. My own dear friend, I asked அவர் ஏன் வரல அப்படின்னாக்க, சார் அவருக்கு கோவிட் இருக்கு. So another man, I asked him in the flight, what happened, tomorrow are you coming? No sir, my neighbor was traveling with me, he was having COVID. இப்போ இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு நிகழ்ச்சியில் ஒரு ஷார்ட் மீட்டிங்கில் நம்ம மாஸ்க் போட்டுக்காம கை கழுவி we can wash our hands. But in a long run, in a crowded place, it is always safe to wear mask. அண்ட் எங்களுக்கே ஃபேஸ்புக்கில் பீப்புள் சொல்கிறாங்க, சார் நீங்கள் மாஸ்க் இல்லைப்பா, நான் என்னோட ஏற்கனவே குரல் சரியாக கேட்க மாட்டேங்குது, அதுக்கு மேலே பப்பான்னு வருது குரல். மீடியாக்காரங்க இட் இஸ் நாட் ரெஜிஸ்டரிங் வாட் யூ ஆர் ட்ரைங் டு சே. ஆனால் டெஃபினட்டாக கோவிடை பற்றி தான் சொல்லுவார்னு அதை ஸ்க்ரால் போட்டுடுறாங்க. ஆனால் we shouldn't forget that is a challenge. Second is the tsunami of non-communicable diseases. That is diabetes, sugar, diabetes, BP, cardiac diseases, renal diseases and all. But the most beautiful thing is, again I talk of one, we shouldn't take the name, but I am very proud to take the name Noori. Nooriங்கிறவங்க வந்து ஒரு HIV பாசிட்டிவ் பர்சன். ஆனால் இன்னி டேட்டுக்கு 96ல் பார்த்ததோட திடகாத்மா இருக்காங்க. What that shows, that has become a lifestyle disease, whereas lifestyle disease which we ignore are killing us. So we all have solutions on hand. அப்படி சொல்லி இந்த மிக சிறப்பான மிக முக்கியமான ப்ராஜெக்ட் மிஸ்டர் பிரசிடென்ட் இன்னைக்கு பண்ணதுக்கு, அண்ட் மேடம் பிரசிடென்ட், பிகாஸ் இட்ஸ் வெரி டஃப் டு பி மேடம் பிரசிடென்ட், பிகாஸ் மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த டைம் த பிரசிடென்ட்ஸ் ஆர் ஆல்வேஸ் அவே டூயிங் பப்ளிக் சர்வீஸ், அண்ட் யூ கேன் ஃபைண்ட் த சீன் ஒன்லி வென் தே கம் பேக் ஹோம். How much of support you give, then it's very tough. I know that in public life it is very tough that so much of your time goes to the thing. மஞ்சித் சிங்கும் சிரிக்கிறாரு, ஏதோ அவருக்கு ரொம்ப கடினமான சூழல்கள் வீட்டில் பார்த்துருப்பாரு. ஆமாம்மா, இல்லை My only worry is, for such a beautiful Tamil, you shouldn't be facing the same problem in the house. Okay, எதற்கு நான் இதை சொல்கிறேன்னா, these are all lighter moments, but I am very, very proud. Today, assembly is going on. But I have excused myself because this is a very, very important project we are doing for health, and we are doing surveys. தடுப்பூசி போடாதவங்க, பூஸ்டர் டோஸ் போடாதவங்க தயவுசெய்து போட்டுக்கோங்க. பிகாஸ் மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் அஸ் புட் தடுப்பூசி, மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் அஸ் காட் டிசீஸ் அண்ட் ரிகவர்ட். வி ஹேட் டிசீஸ் ability to prevent us from getting diseases. The moment we are casual, careless, we will go. I end by telling, young children have always shown us the light. Every day, you will not believe, 1.5 to 2 lakh 12 to 14-year-old children take vaccine, whereas 1.33 crore people who have taken first dose vaccine and they are between 18 to 60 are avoiding vaccine. அதை வச்சே நமக்கு இன்னும் நாடு எங்கே போகணும்னு தெரியும். மீண்டும் திஸ் இஸ் அ டே ஆஃப் செலிப்ரேஷன் அண்ட் அக்னாலஜ்மெண்ட் ஆஃப் பீப்புள் லைக் சத்யலோக் அண்ட் பீப்புள் லைக் ரொட்டேரியன்ஸ் ஹூ செல்ஃப்லெஸ்லி, period after period, governor after governor, president after president, club after club, focus on education and health and look at sustainable project and not item numbers. Item numbers ஏதோ ஒரு நிகழ்ச்சியில் புத்தகம் கொடுக்கறதோ துணிமணி கொடுக்கறது இல்லாமல் நிரந்தர திட்டங்களுக்கு நீங்கள் உதவி பண்ணுறதுனால உங்களுக்கு நன்றி கூறி, தொடர்ந்து நம்ம அனைத்து காலங்களையும் உங்களோட வில் பி ஒருங்கிணைந்து இருப்போம்னு சொல்லி பத்திரிகை மற்றும் தொலைக்காட்சி துறை நண்பர்களுக்கு தொடர் விழிப்புணர்வுக்கும் சொல்லி அனைத்து டோனர்ஸ்க்கும், ஆல் டோனர்ஸ் டிசர்வ் a very big hand. Thank you one and all. Thank you.
மரியாதைக்குரிய டாக்டர் J.Radhakrishnan, Health Secretary of Tamil Nadu Government, SATHYALOK Charitable Trust, Mr. Prem Atwani, Mukesh Subchandani, Verendu Pekuram, very nandri sir. I would like to address for Mr. Sanjay Lula from Table 10, who is not here today, Lata Kumar Swami, President Rajiv, District Governor nominee Ravi Raman, the District Chair for my dialysis project Umapati, Asi Chennai Capital Family, and ladies in Rotary, donors from various clubs, and President-elect Kishore, and my dear friends and press media. Good morning to all of you. I would like to answer first point on the polio, what our health secretaries have said. Out of the 602, 686 children who got vaccinated for polio on the 27th of February, 451,900 children who are below 5 years were fully paid by Rotary clubs. The city had between 5 and age 6, 100,400 children for whom out of the 2 drops we already paid 1 drop. We will be paying the balance also before the year end. So this is my calculation of our contribution to the medicine which has come from the central quota. However, Rotary clubs have been very happily doing the propagation for the polio vaccine drive at least 1 or 2 days before, and have been supporting all the centers. So thank you very much for the opportunity. More than any one of the years, this year I was really proud to be a Rotarian in the city of Chennai. For the reasons you know that day, for all the Rotarians you need to know, normally it used to be an aspect we go and put 1 drop there. And sometimes we go to the house of the chief minister, take 2 children, baby also with us, and we used to have the photograph session and we come out. This time they said, you come, we will see what's going to happen. I'm very proud to tell you, the Chief Minister has inaugurated the Pulse Polio Immunization Program in Chennai on that day morning, 8:30. Only 2 agencies were invited to the stage to be with him that day to recognize. One is first Rotary International representatives, that was me and 2 other people. The second one was on WHO. We are the only 2 organizations. I am very happy. In fact, I sent a note to the headquarters. The state, normally we used to write to the the Rotary headquarters. We keep on giving money, there is no recognition, people are not coming forward to give money. But this time I made a special note that this is what has happened in this part of this country, and this is what has really motivated the members. Thank you very much for that. Second thing, out of the dialysis machine which you wanted to do it here, Aldi Umapati said, and I'm very happy to tell you, this is one such club which was easy to work with. At the same time, money na Rajiv was very tight. So, but he always used to tell me, sir, don't forget boss, I want the 10 machines. Tell me first, only that you talk now. I don't want anything else. How to get that first? After that, all your requirements I'll fulfill. I said, okay, fine. Again, I'm giving a challenge to you now. Before this year end, if you are going to contribute for another 10 machines, because we have got a lot of space here, whatever money I have given from the grant, I will make at least 50% more for you. Provided you know the condition, you must make the application. Before June 30th, you must get your money back. Thank you. So then I'm ready to do that. This is the second one. Third one, thank you very much for all the donor clubs. You need not have contributed to Chennai Capital project. You felt that you are the citizen of the world and it is your responsibility to support everybody. That is why we all joined together. See the number of lists of clubs. I've never ever seen in my life so many 16 donors to a particular project. And right starting from the SATHYALOK charitable trust for Yadam. This is the most difficult point what we are supposed to, manage. That is the space. Second is Major Donor Sanjay Lulla. Yeah, I know. Before you came. So, and every time when we do charity, there will be always a trigger. You know who is the trigger for this project? First, Mr. Sanjay Lulla from Table 10. That has triggered it, and after that only the space was required. That also has been arranged. Then to give a helping hand, we all got together. We did a great job, but identifying these two gentlemen, two trusts.
Round table put up the whole building.
Yes, that is why I done. Table 10, I used the word, sir. No, Dushan is there. Oh, he is there sitting at that end. I saw him. Yeah. See, when we do any project of charitable nature, நாம் என்ன சொல்லணும்னா ரோட்டரிக்கு பேர் புதுசாக வரணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஃபுல் பேர் வரதில்லை. அப்படியே உட்காந்து புதுசாக வரணும் பெருசாக வரணும்னு உட்காந்துப்போம். Here you see there is a charitable trust. Mr. Sanjay Lulla as a major donor. The round table have put up the building. Rotarians have come up here. Rotary International is giving contribution for the machines. Imagine how many stakeholders got together. Yeah, I'm coming, sir. சார் இதெல்லாம் முதல்ல சென்டர் போடுற வரைக்கும் தான் பேசிக்கிறேன். இதுக்கு மேலே தான் அவங்கள கவனிக்கணும். விட முடியாது அவங்கள. And when we do all this, it is easy. It is like supermarket. Go and buy a machine, put it here. கட்லு வேணுமா கட்லு வாங்கி போடு. துட்டு உங்ககிட்ட இல்லாத துட்டா சஞ்சய் கேட்டால் 150 லட்சம் கொடுக்குறாரு. எதன் போடு மிஷினை. பட் த பாயிண்ட் இஸ் பேஷண்ட்டை பிடிச்சின்னு வரணும். பேஷண்ட் இங்கே வர்றதுக்கு வசதி பண்ணணும். And then someone has to do the job. Who is going to do it? That's how tanker has come and they signed an agreement. They were ready for that. That is what, and government is giving some subsidy under the Chief Minister dialysis project, health scheme for the pink card holders. They give per patient is this. I am making a request on behalf of Lata to the Health Secretary, sir, that when these kind of, not only just Rotary clubs, any other charitable organization putting dialysis center, please process the application quickly, because this 3 months to 4 months it takes for us to get the approval. Until then, either the machines will sleep or patients will come in. Lata has to put her own money to run it. That is where the problem. So that is why she doesn't want to join. கிளப்புங்கெல்லாம் சென்டர் பர்சனாக ஐயோ எனக்கு வேணாம், நான் என்னால் 6 மாதம் நான் துட்டு செலவு பண்ணணும், என்னால் முடியலன்றாங்க அவங்க. So if you could help me out, Radhakrishnan sir, if you for a quick approval of those things, then I think we will have more and more projects for Lata and all of us will be delighted to have it. Thank you very much for Chennai Capital family for taking it up, a very noble project, and I'm quite happy. I happen to be the district governor at this point of time with Chennai Capital. Thank you very much. I'm proud of you all.
And it's about this, the feeling of this wonderful center itself is great enough. I won't take more than 3 minutes because we have some dignitaries who are with us who have spent their valuable time. So first of all, I want to acknowledge the chief guest of today, the Honorary Dr.J.Radhakrishnan, for coming here, spending valuable time on just one phone call. Even yesterday it's for Rotary and it's for dialysis. He's just stepped forward in spite of the assembly being on. I'm very, very grateful for that. I'm a big fan of his, and today, and on a side, I just asked him for one small favor. I asked him, this is big guys from the Rotary Club of Chennai Capital. I asked sir whether he will agree to be an honorary member of our Rotary Club of Chennai Capital, and he has said yes. So it is my honor, and let me tell you, we are today a 99 strong club. Dr. Radhakrishnan incidentally happens to be a 100th member of Rotary Club Chennai Capital. I'll just step forward and just give him the spin. Thank you. Well, more after that, I would like to acknowledge our great DJ and my friend who I met this year. Imagine being the district governor of District 3232, having so many clubs and plus single-handedly pushing not only this project, everything that has to be done. He's been my mentor and guide. Thank you, Sridhar, for this excellent year. Moving on, here you see a very unassuming man who speaks very less, but I always say dynamite comes in little packages. Mr. Ravi Raman, self-made billionaire, self-made dollar billionaire, but I know how he is self-made. He was my go-to man, and any of the crisis if I needed a foreign donor, whether I wanted, how to push the global grant project, it was not easy for me. I had zero knowledge before I came in. And all that has been because of Ravi Raman, our DGN. Thank you so much. Umapati, again, he knows the dialysis machines in and out. Sridhar put me on to him saying anything technical, just ask him. And he was so helpful at any given point of time. I'm very grateful, Uma. Thank you for everything. Now, just a bit about Rotary. For the people who are not here for the press, we have Rotary International gives a total of $400 million throughout the year in various projects. That is 3,000 crores. That is the amount of benefit, that is the amount of contributions that Rotary has to the world. District 3232 in India is one of the leading districts. More about my club. I just announced we have our 100th member in Dr.J.Radhakrishnan. We are a club of 99 members. In our short 6 years, we have done projects of about more than 10 crores. This year alone, this year is not over. We have done projects, Rotary Club of Chennai Capital has done projects through our charitable trust account of 2.5 crores. We're very proud of that. All this is because of such a big club and everybody putting their hands together. Also, this project, like it wouldn't have been possible. I mean, we were tempted to take this project on our own, but I'm so glad that we involved all these other clubs and the Rotary table, the round table, and got so many friends because of that. We got to know so many people. We got to know Tanker. We got to know, of course, my neighbor, Mr. Prem Batwani, Mr. Mukesh Khubchandani. We got to know them and to work with them together. So, the people have always asked me as to how come there are so many stakeholders, how do you handle ego, isn't there no debate? I would say the same thing. I ask you, all of you, that if all religions lead to God, then all forms of service, all NGOs, I think end up in the same pool, and why can't they get together? I think that's something to point to point. When something good is happening, I think everything comes together to perform that good. This is what I believe in. And when the rivers flow into the ocean, it doesn't matter whether they're Ganga, Jamuna, Kaveri, after that they become part of the ocean. So here we have, I have thanked about people who have come all the way for this particular one project. Again, for one more thing, for my capital members and all the others here, Rotary has a magical way of transforming. We ourselves, our contribution was not so large financially, but because of this, we got various clubs from Canada, from Australia, from Karachi, and the other clubs. This is what has made this particular project possible. I'm so grateful today. Today is one of my most fulfilling days as President of Rotary Club of Chennai Capital. Thank you all for coming. Thank you so much.
இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைபும் பண்ணுங்க.